gentlemen, let's get started. Let's get started. Good morning. All right. Can someone please read our content objective? Yes. Beautiful. All right, so today we're going to continue analyzing our political cartoons. Who can remind us, what does it mean to analyze? When we are analyzing, what are we doing? Yes? Okay, definitely the first part is looking at it. What else are we doing? After we're looking at it, yes? Right, we're trying to scan it and trying to get as much information as possible so we can discover something new. All right, so today, once again, we're going to be analyzing our second of 3 political cartoons. All right, any questions about the content objective? Any questions about the content objective? We all good? Yeah. All right, beautiful. Language objective, yes. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to be talking, we're going to be writing ideas about our cartoon. All right, we're going to do it very similar to how we did it last time, where we're going to use the questions to help us guide our analytical skills. All right. Any questions about the language objective? You all good? All right. The do now. The do now. Someone read out what do now. Yes.
What symbol did you discover analyzing the first political?
Okay. So what information? What symbols did you discover with the first political cartoon?
It said south in the map.
Okay, so we had a person representing the south. Any other symbols? Any other symbols? Yes. Okay, we had 2 horses. What did each horse represent? What horse represented? No. Gradualism. And what is gradualism? Gradualism is what? Yes. Say that one more time. No, that would be the other. That would be the other horse. What does gradualism mean? Yes. Move slowly. All right. So one horse is representing or symbolizing moving slowly. What about the other horse? The other horse represented.
It says forced integration.
Forced integration, right? And what does integration mean? Which is the opposite of segregation. Yes. Right, for people to come together. All right, what was forcing people to come together was what? Yes. No, what was forcing people to come together? Yes. The Supreme Court what? Decision, right? The Supreme Court decision was forcing integration. All right. Are there any other questions about the first political cartoons or any symbols? It was pretty clear. We all understood it? All right. Nice. All right. So today we're going to look at our second political cartoon. All right. And it's labeled cartoon number 3. All right. Cartoon number 3. All right. As always, we're going to use our questions. All right. Just so we review it one time. Can someone please read question number 1? Please stop banging. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Number 1. Yes.
What do you see in the cartoon make a list?
Beautiful. All right. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Before we get into symbols, before we get into what it means, we're going to first make a list of everything that we see. All right. After we do that, someone please read number 2. Yes.
Which of the items on the list from question 1 are symbols?
Right. So now we start to figure out the symbols. All right. And what's the second part of it?
What does each stand for?
Right, then we start thinking about what does it stand for, right? We can figure out the symbol, but what does it stand for? All right, number 3, yes.
What is the artist's message in the cartoon?
Okay, so we're trying to figure out the artist's message ultimately, and also?
Is there a political bias in the cartoon?
Very good, and what do we say bias means? What do we say bias means? Yes. Right, if it favors one side over another. All right, yeah, next part. Right, so we're looking for who would disagree with the message or who would agree with the message, excuse me, also, and who would disagree with the message, all right? And also, I want us to remember to use all of the information information, including what newspaper this political cartoon came out of. All right? Are there any questions on how to analyze a political cartoon? We all clear? We all clear? All right, beautiful. So let's start with number 1, all right? I'm going to give you guys 5, you don't even need 5 minutes. Let's take about 4 minutes. Let's create a list of all of the items that we see in the political cartoon. Are there any questions before we begin? All right, please work with your table. Work with your table, discuss this. All right? Remember, 6 brains are better than 1. All right? You may begin. We have 4 minutes. 4 minutes. certain items on the list. All right, let's do the first item. The first item, this table, yes. So we got 2 sets of hands. Very good. 2 sets of hands. Any other group had 2 sets of hands? very good observation.
They're words.
And they're words, right? Also, very good. They're also words, all right? Like I said, not only in the actual cartoon, but also at the bottom of the cartoon, all right? Which is going to come into play when we start answering question number 3. All right? So right now, we are going at question number 2. All right? We're looking for the different symbols and what each stands for. We're looking for symbols and what each stands for. All right? What? We're going to talk about it, all right? 5 minutes, we get back, and we'll discuss it. All right? Any questions before we get started? We good? All right, let's get started. Thank you. All right, what do you got? So the name represents it's gonna be the hammer. Very good. All right, back group, give us one of your symbols.
The segregated schools, like cups.
Say it one more time. Right, so the segregated schools are gonna represent the handcuffs. Very good. The back table, what you guys got? Any symbols? Any symbols? Any symbols?
Say what you said. There's two different races.
So we got two different sets of hands. One, they represent each race, right? Which were the blacks and the whites, which was segregated. All right? And last group.
The handcuffs, which stands for segregated races.
Okay, so we got the handcuffs that stand for the segregated schools. All right? Who was I talking to about the anvil? Who says, please share what you thought about the symbolization for the anvil.
I think the anvil and represent support from different groups.
Right. Does anybody agree with that? He says the anvil and the chisel represent support. I thought that was a very profound observation of the political cartoon. Very good. I didn't even notice that one. All right? All right. So number 3. All right, so number 3, we have several different parts. First part, we're looking for the artist's message. We're looking for any political bias. We're looking for who would agree and who would disagree with this message. Yes, sir. Hold on. Let's talk about it with our groups. 5 minutes, then we get back together. All right, let's get everybody an opportunity to stand. We got any questions? Any questions before we move on to question 3? We all good?